have no personal vendetta to do anything, but if money was taken or something was stolen, then I have an ethical and moral obligation, a fiduciary responsibility to the city to find out, and that's what I'm doing.
And now at 10, after Ansonia's mayor requested an independent investigation into the possible misuse of city-issued credit cards, the Board of Aldermen gave the okay tonight with a unanimous vote. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden. Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot was there when that vote happened, and she talked to city leaders about what happens next.
Mayor Francisca of Ansonia couldn't say the dollar amount that was concerning, but said there were enough inconsistencies that corporate counsel advised him that an investigation is needed.
All in favor?
Aye. This vote for an investigation comes after Mayor Tisca says his office received a FOIA request as well as reports from residents suggesting city-issued credit cards may have been misused.
Whenever you find irregularities with car usage, credit cards, doing work on city time for campaign or anything like that, that somebody makes an allegation or you see something that would point to that, you have to ask the Corporation Council, what do I do with this?
Alderman Noadero says he's not surprised with everything. He says there were questionable social media posts with the former mayor's family.
I'm going to be honest, I was not surprised.
Why do you say that?
There was, during election season, there was a Instagram post that was found that showed one of the city cars at a sports stadium in either New York or New Jersey.
Other people say this is shocking if it turns out to be true.
Well, I certainly felt bad about it. I felt bad for our previous mayor because he's a friend of ours, and I don't know. It's a bad scene all around.
The mayor's office will be calling Crumbie Law Firm on Thursday to get the investigation going. In Ansonia, Kay Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
Kay, thank you. A chaotic scene unfolded inside West Haven High School when multiple fights broke out. Police were called to the scene and several arrests were made. Police say even some parents got involved. Fox 61's Priscilla Meza breaks down what happened.
What started as multiple fights quickly escalated into a much larger disturbance that forced West Haven High School into a shelter-in-place. West Haven police say several fights involving female students broke out inside West Haven High School Wednesday. During those incidents, officers say two parents arrived at the school and began causing a disturbance while they tried to get involved. Police say the violent behavior forced the school to implement a shelter-in-place to protect students and staff. In total, 5 people were arrested, including 3 girls and 2 adult women. Police identified those adults as 36-year-old Stephanie Hernandez and 35-year-old Rainer Bamberg, both from West Haven. All 5 are facing breach of peace charges, and police say this behavior will not be tolerated. Despite rumors online, police say no weapons were involved, only fighting, and at one point eggs being thrown. And officials also confirmed no injuries were reported. In West Haven, Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.
Priscilla, thank you. Time for a look at the weather now. A few isolated showers kept us on our toes today, but it turned out to mostly be a very nice warm day. Meteorologist Sam Sampiri now has a look at the forecast. Dry from here for a few days, right, Sam?
That's right, Brent. We might have a spot sprinkle maybe tomorrow, but that's about it. And then Saturday morning as well, but that's about it. Again, we're going to wake up tomorrow morning. The bus stop dry and cooler, temperatures in the low 60s. And tomorrow will be mostly dry. Again, just the slightest chance of a spot sprinkle. Meanwhile, temperatures right now, we're starting to turn less humid, 67 touring, but still in the 70s in many locations across Connecticut right now. Dew points, big deal here. Dropping all the way down, 49 now, 55, where it was up near 70 before. Still humid to the south of that front, but you're going to feel it. Winds turning around to the northwest now. Live Doppler showing not much now, a couple of scattered showers again. We had earlier this evening is going to clear off. And so overnight clouds early, clearing late. And tomorrow, look for a mix of sun and clouds. Again, slightest chance for a sprinkle. High temperatures reaching the low 70s. And we'll do it for Friday as well. Coming up, I'll detail the weekend. We'll talk about shower chances and what you can expect going into the first week of June already. Brent?
All right, Sam, thank you. Well, new tonight at 10, plans to install a new bicycle track in downtown Manchester are getting a lot of attention from the people who live there. Fox 61's Valerie Moravi spoke with some neighbors who are excited for it and others who say they have some concerns.
Yeah, Manchester secured funding to build the track along Main Street early this year. But before the project begins, they want to give people an opportunity to give their input. The Manchester community and surrounded areas will soon be able to weigh in on a plan to install a two-way bicycle track along Main Street.
And I think people on their bikes would love to be able to get up and down and access the shops or just cut through Main Street as an easier option.
Local and state leaders announced the $800,000 investment early this year in hopes of improving the downtown Main Street corridor and to make it safer for pedestrians and bicyclists. According to the town, phase one of the project will construct a 10-inch wide concrete cycle track on the west side of Main Street between Park Street and Center Street. Longtime resident Katie Barno says the initiative will attract more foot traffic to the area.
As long as they're planning on preserving areas that are already dedicated to parking, then you can't argue it's making parking situations worse.
Sarah Karama of East Hampton says she's looking forward to see the project as she plans to move to Manchester soon.
Because bicyclism, it is a true thing to bring people together. There's a lot of tourism with it. It's something, honestly, and it brings safety to them.
Meanwhile, other people who do not want to be on camera say they're concerned about the narrow street. They say finding parking is already hard as it is during peak hours. But the cyclist community from surrounded areas thinks otherwise. Greg Smith and Tyler Urson are frequent at Charter Oak Park, and they tell me this project is a great start to support the sport and local businesses.
Obviously, I'm into bicycles, so I'd like more access for bicycles, but Main Street is pretty well crowded already with restaurants and all, and the parking is pretty easy to angle into, and it's kind of fun doing that.
It's a great idea. I mean, what they've done over here at the park, I mean, we see lots of people here every time we come. We probably come 2 to 3 times a month, and it's full. And I think anything they do for the cycling community is going to be a good idea.
The town plans to hold a meeting where people can give their input, but the date has not been announced. Now, town officials say they're expecting the project to be completed by the fall of 2027. In Manchester, Valerie Moravi, Fox 61.
We're learning new details tonight about the capture and arrest of a man who police say tried to shoot someone in Middletown last week. After a 3-day manhunt, police found 29-year-old Christopher Lane in a Poughkeepsie, New York hotel Friday. They say Lane will be extradited back to Connecticut on several charges. Now, police say last Tuesday, Lane fired multiple shots at a person he knew in the area of Westlake Drive and Forest Glen Circle. Police say he missed that person but damaged homes and property. They say Lane ran into a wooded area. The search for Lane led to a shelter in place for some neighborhoods, but police say no one was hurt. Well, Bridgeport police arrested a man at his workplace today after a domestic incident that happened yesterday. And police say they were called to an apartment building on Sanford Place where a woman said she had been punched by 31-year-old Brian James Hernandez. Now, police believed at the time that Hernandez was barricaded inside that apartment and called a negotiator. Officers eventually got inside but did not find Hernandez there. They did find an AR-15 style rifle, 30-round magazines, and 92 rounds of ammunition. Hernandez faces multiple charges, including assault and illegal possession of a firearm. Well, happening now, Connecticut is launching an investigation into the gaming platform Roblox. Attorney General William Tong says the investigation comes after widespread reports of child endangerment. Fox 61's Janelle Johnson shares more about this investigation and the impacts that could come from it.
For many kids, Roblox is a part of their daily routines, but serious questions are being asked about what's really happening on the platform, with safety concerns at the forefront. Now, Connecticut officials are stepping in to take a closer look.
Roblox has become a predator's playground.
In a sharply worded statement Wednesday, Attorney General William Tong believes Roblox is a pedophile playground. According to Tong, they're looking to uncover what the company knew about child exploitation, if they profited from it, and what they've done to protect kids online. John Powers, Director of Digital Content Creation and Strategy Program at Quinnipiac, weighed in on the investigation so far.
In the past, a lot of times these big companies would just say, hey, we just provide the platform and we're not responsible for what someone is doing, saying, etc. This is an interesting situation because you have a platform that is, geared towards, in many ways, younger people with gaming and that kind of community.
After the investigation was launched, Roblox Chief Safety Officer Matt Kaufman said the company is committed to children's safety online, noting Roblox has built a multi-layered safety system that includes pioneering safeguards to help protect users. Kaufman said Roblox recently just became the first gaming platform to require age verification to use chat features, and younger users are now limited to chatting with similar ages.
All the social networks or the gaming networks like this need to have verifiable age identifiers. It was very easy for someone under whatever the age was at the time to get onto Facebook or Instagram to just make an account and put in the wrong birthday.
Many parents we spoke with don't even allow their children on Roblox today. Marlena McCandlish, a mother of 3, didn't want to go on camera, but did tell us, quote, "I don't think Roblox tries to create a predatory environment, but I don't think they want to take responsibility for when things do happen. Parents like us should know that no matter what, platforms are going to have an influence on your child, and we have to take responsibility for what they're doing."
It's like dropping your kids off back in the old days, at the mall or at the arcade. And would you want to know what they were doing and who else was there and that sort of thing? So it's in the same way, it's similar here with the online world.
Several other state officials have joined the stance of Attorney General Tong, like Senator Paul Ciccarella and Representative David Rudigliano, citing the need for parents to know what their children are doing on a so-called safe platform. In Hartford, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.